You actually got it right, so bonus
Okay.
points.
All right, thank you.
You're the exception of the rule today. So my name is Kim Donahue, and I've been a homeowner, taxpayer, business owner, job creator, and community advocate here for the last 3 years. I've been a dog trainer for over 20 years, and my friends and family like to refer to me as the dog whisperer. On May 22nd, I took in the 2 puppies that were abandoned down at Sugar Bottom. I took them in and decided to sponsor them on their vet care and housing. I convinced Superstar Service Dog to sponsor $5,000 for complex medical alert trauma training so that we could donate them to complex survivors who are not veterans. As you may not know, if you've not served in the service, it's difficult to get a medical alert dog even when you need one. The dogs hopped my fence after a deer, and I immediately called animal control for help. Now, I would assume that if a canine police dog escaped the police station, animal control would immediately return it to PD. That wasn't the case here. Animal control worked against me, took the dogs that they were aware were still waiting on last boosters down to your center, where they were contaminated with a very obvious and prevalent parvo infection and died violently, painful, graphic deaths 3 days later. You guys have exposed the community to a pandemic, a deadly one, and it doesn't matter if it's your dog, or even one of your CRPD canines, they're at risk. In my 20 years, I've never in my life smelled such a pungent, disgusting, filthy smell coming from a facility. The smell of parvo is very distinctive, rotting, fecal, sweet smell, and it was so overpowering. My eyes and sinuses were burning, and I could taste it in my mouth. Your director admitted that they had an ongoing infection 4 months ago, and it takes at least 6 to eradicate it if you don't have a revolving door of risk. I need Cedar Rapids to understand that as a disabled member of your community, I am directly affected when you ignore my cries for help for service dogs. I pay taxes and I contribute here. Ask about me. I do a lot to help. And when I take in these dogs, I'm keeping them out of your shelters. I'm reducing dog bite reports, lawsuits, all the above. I'm not here to say I'm a saint, but what I'm asking you is to remember that FAIL is just an acronym for first attempt in learning, and when we know better, we can do better. I'm asking you to shut down that shelter for 30 days, contact the last people who've taken animals out of there for the last 30 days, inform them of your infection, disinfect, and don't release until you have a sanitary environment. Because not only did one of these foster puppies who was already placed with a 5-year-old complex trauma survivor die a violent death, but my personal dog died. And I just lost my service dog to lymphoma in February. This dog was a gift to me. Please hear me. I'm not here to point a finger, I'm here to call for accountability. I hear you say that regrowth and resiliency is important to you. That's on all fronts, and that starts with recognizing the impacts of policies on community members, not just the ones who look, act, and think like you. Thank you.